Hey Blue Table fans, it's time for your favorite part of the day. That's a 40K bat rep. I've got me, right, and Ren. What up, Ren?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm just full of guttural noises today.
Yes, guttural noises are what's coming out of him. Okay, so here's the deal. I have a Studio Orks army, which was a trade-in, subsequently refurbished and expanded upon. And let's take a look at it. It's some Death Skull Orks, and this is 1,750 points of Orks. It is approximately 80 models, and let me tell you what is in it. First off, we have these looted, they're battle wagons. They are looted land raiders, done up by none other than our masterful Mason. And so they are just absolutely fantastic conversions. They have some magnetized weaponry on them, like these rocket launches. I'm playing them as having 3 rocket launches each. And yeah, they just have an absolute ton of conversion work on them. They are really some good centerpieces. Okay, so we have 8 knobs, 6 just regular knobs, 2 with power claws. And we have a War Boss with Power Claw, a Pain Boy with Grot Orderly. Over here we have 19 boys, including a Big Shuda and a Power Claw knob, and a Mech Boy. So look at how Mason converted this guy up. He's got a custom force field. By the way, the paintwork on these is pretty middle of the road standard. And but we have gone through it and done some touch-ups and again some expansions. So over here we have 11 boys in a truck. One of them a rocket launcher, another a power claw. Again, this has a Big Shuda, but it can also be a rocket launcher by putting on or off that magnetized piece. So this truck really painted up quite well, I might add. So this is just a trouble-making backfield scorer unit. We have 3 kilocans. These have converted Garrote Zookas on them. And 3 Deathcopters. Each Deathcopter is a separate fast attack choice. That's for contesting and generally making a nuisance of themselves. We have 30 boys on foot, and including a Big Shuda and a knob with Power Claw. And last but not least, 14 Ludas. And that is 1,750 points. Oh, you may have noticed these extras. We just have 6 extra figures here, which I'm going to put away so they're not a distraction. Today we'll be using BTP quick measures, the most awesome quick measure on the market. Oh yeah, worldwide. Today we're going to be using BTP quick measures. These quick measures are awesome. They come in manly black and have cool quotes on them. My quote is, "Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake." That's Napoleon. How about you, Ren? What's on yours?
Mine is, "Wars may be fought with weapons, but they are won by men."
Yeah.
General George Patton Jr.
So it's like a fortune cookie, but glistening manly black. Alright, so we're going to hear from Ren now, and
what would you do if I really did that? It'd be so bad.
Be sad. Yeah, that would be funny for me.
I'm sad.
Alright, so what do you got, Ren?
Alright, so I'm playing Nurgle Deathguards. Alright, so what I have here is run the Chaos Space Marine Army list, which is the HQs are a Demon Prince and a Chaos Lord with a Power Fist.
Okay.
And then running an Allies detachment of demons. I have a Great Unclean one and some Plague Bearers there. And then just some Plague Marine squads. There's 1 Meltagun, and then 1 Meltagun squad, and then the other one's plasma guns. And it's pretty simple. These guys have power axes, and that's it. 1 Rhino.
Thank you.
Pretty simple.
And by the way, both of these armies are on the web store right now, so you can just pick them up.
They're both assembled by Mason.
Yes, that's a big deal.
Yes.
It's a big deal. Well, the Orks only partially assembled by Mason.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah,
okay, great. So that's what we got. All right, so we've set up our board. It's this ruined city, so it's pretty obvious where the difficult terrain is and where the cover is. And we've set up our objectives, our 6 objectives. So here are the points values. 1, so that's the one that's worth least. 3. Back here we have a 2. And over here we have a 2. So I got the worst possible lineup, the 1, the 2, and the 2. So please let this be the 4. It is. The 4 is right in the middle. And 3 points. So there's a total of 15 points available in this scenario. Plus the 3 points for Warlord, First Blood, and Line Breaker. So a total of 18 points possible in this scenario. So Rin and I are going to roll off for option to set up and go first. Okay,
yes.
I'm going to go ahead and set up first and go first.
One's win, right?
One's, yeah, it's whoever's lowest. All right, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's do Warlord traits. Mine is the War Boss. And I'm going to go ahead and take Strategic traits. And I'm going to roll up a, I'm going to roll up a 3 Master of Ambush. My outflankers have acute senses. Worthless. Okay, what do you got?
Alright, so I'm doing the Chaos Warlord traits table.
Okay, fantastic.
I rolled a 5, which that is a Lord of Terror. The Warlord has the Fear special roll.
Okay. Alright, awesome. And, alright, so I need to set up, and you're going to do your gifts and psychic powers?
Yeah, and my boon table. So here's the psychic powers.
Hold on.
Alright, so I've got a Great Unclean one, psychic level 3. So I'm going to get 3 rolls on it. I'm going to do 1 roll on the demon chart. So that one is a 3, which says Miasma of Pestilence. Okay. And then I got 2 rolls on the Biomancy table. So 1 and a 2. So 1 is Iron Arm, and the 2 is Enfeeblement. So I'm going to take both of those from the Biomancy table, and I'm going to stick with Miasma of Pestilence with the Demon table. Alright, now I'm going to roll for the greater rewards for the Great Unclean one, which he has 2. So roll a 6 and a 5, which is Unbreakable Hide and Touch of Uncreation. Alright, and I'm going to switch the 5, which is the Touch of Uncreation, because I don't really need Armor Bane and Flesh Bane. I'm going to switch it for the Bell Sword, which that is a melee weapon, causes instant death, poison 4+, specialist weapon, and Touch of Rust. Alright, then I have 5 rolls on the Chaos Boon table, which is a D66. The blue is going to be the 10 number. And then, so here's my Lord. Is a 46, which I'll look these up in a second. The Sergeant, which is 11. Next Sergeant, 51. Next Sergeant, 13. And the last one, 56. Alright, so looked up the rolls. I've got 2 of the champions that did not get any rewards, but this guy got Hatred, and this guy got +1 weapon skill. And then my Lord actually got the best one, which is multiple boons. He has to roll D3 +1 more times. So 3 more times. Alright, here are the rolls for those. So I got a 42, a 54, and a 62.
All right, let's talk. By the way, I went to the local shop and I got a vanilla shake. Rin inspired me to get vanilla shake.
Yeah, I got one too.
And if I look like I have water on me, it's because I do. Because it is hot out. It is definitely summer. All right, so let's take a look at these 2 gorgeous armies arrayed against each other for battle. Hey, it's the man himself. What up?
2 of my favorite armies playing. That's awesome.
That's right. It is awesome.
I'm so happy.
So, Mason did these battle wagons, as I mentioned before.
It was a lot of fun, actually.
This army is currently up on the block, quantity 1, and you can get that at bluetablepaintingstore.com, your source for awesomely priced models. All right, so here we go. We got these Ludas here. Some of you may notice that I switched this around. I turned this terrain piece 90 degrees because it was really too constricted to deploy my army at all. I had like a giant wall here, nothing really to put my guys in the middle, and then a giant wall on the other side. It was pretty ridiculous. So I don't know why I did that. All right, so I got my Ludus here, 1 Death Copta, 2 Death Copta, 30 boys, battle wagon with knobs in it, battle wagon with 20 boys and a mech boy in it, a big mech in it rather, kilocans with Gratsukas, another Death Copta, and a truck over here randomly to go make a problem of himself. How about you, Rin? What do you got?
Okay, so I've got Chaos Rhino here with a squad in it. They have the melted guns. And then I have another Plague Marine squad, here.
Right here, the squad that's in it?
Yeah, no, that's they're right
Oh, you actually have them. Okay.
Yeah, they're off to the side. Then,
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 Plague Marine squads.
3 Plague Marine squads. The Demon Prince is over here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't know how I'm
The
going to
Plague
deal with
Bearers
them.
are right here. The Great Unclean One's right here. These guys are actually supposed to be up here, so I'm going to do it real fast.
Okay, great. So demons on the board. So really everything's on the board.
Yeah.
For both armies. None of this deep striking nonsense.
Reserve stuff.
Right.
Who needs it?
Guy, who reserves
No
things?
planes, no
please?
nothing. None of that stuff.
Nothing. Now, Mason,
Yeah.
if you were going to round this army out to 2,000 points, what would you add?
Bikers are good.
Bikers? Knob bikers? Okay.
I highly
And
recommend.
what else?
War Boss on a bike. Really solid. Because if you put a Pain Boy with that unit, it's ridiculously hard to get rid of. Like, I've been charged with like Thunderhammer Naders and stuff before. They hold their own against that fairly easily. Because they get their saves, beat them cyborg
Right.
bodies, then they get Family Pain from that. They're not double toughness, so they're not being insta-killed anymore. It's really nice.
Put a Farseer on jet bike?
Farseer?
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, huh?
Well, Orks can ally with Eldar, right?
They could.
Yeah.
Like,
This Farseer is just like,
possible.
I'm going to conjure deodorant.
This stinks on this side.
It's a deodorant squig.
Either that, just squeeze them and then they go with their armpits, or some Ludus. More Ludus is always good. You can't go wrong with more Ludus.
Yummy Ludas.
What else would be good for it? You could do... The Death Copters are really good, actually, just by themselves, because you can have a couple units of them, maybe a plane too, by the way. But the Death Copters are good because, as far as, you know, this being the addition of shooting and Overwatch and stuff, you send those in first to take away their Overwatch, and then you hit them with the boys. So the boys don't get shot to death, getting Overwatched with walls of death, like flamers and stuff like that, where they'll die in droves to those type of things.
Yeah, here's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
An army, an Yandon army, with 40 Wraithguard in it with D-sides.
Those
Yeah.
things? Yeah.
So if you charge them,
Yep.
you're going to take 20 hits, possibly 60 hits. No, possibly 30 hits.
Yeah.
Possibly 30 hits,
6 is
D3.
instant death, right?
Right. Well, it's not going to be 30. You're not going to roll 5s and 6s on every single one.
It's a strength 4 D, right?
AP2.
AP2.
Yeah,
So it's killing most
ridiculous.
things fairly easily.
Yep. So
And
I
then
think
instant
40
killing
of those ought to
multiple
do it.
Things on 6s, so.
Yep. Throw in a couple Wraith Knights and you're golden.
See, that'll hurt that Knobs biker squad. That would kind of ruin my day. But I played Dave.
Yeah.
We didn't bat rep it or anything, but I played Dave, and he had the Wraithguard with D-sights. And I threw one of those Death Copters at it before I went in, and he was just like, "Oh, take his."
Oh,
Overwatch
that's
and
how you
then
get.
the
That's how you
knobs
get rid of it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's
Okay,
why
got
you
it.
bring the Death Copters. Just
Right.
To go
Okay.
throwaways.
My evil plan is doomed.
Yep.
All right, Ren. Steal the initiative or let me go first.
Yeah, I'll try to steal it. What? Yeah! Oh, almost.
All right, so basically I just turboed up my Death Coptas, moved my entire lineup. I was going to disembark my knobs here and get them into this terrain, but I really don't see any reason I shouldn't just leave the battle wagons the way that they are. So we are just gonna see what happens. Yeah, you can borrow that, sure.
These awesome people. Oh, by the way, they're coming out with Space Marine ones. The first one out supposedly White Scars.
Yeah.
Yes, GW, take my money. I'm going to buy the White Scar Codex, even though it'll probably only have 2 pages of rules. I don't care, because guess what? as much of a gamer as I am, I also love the fluff.
Yeah.
I love the fluff.
People are buying those Imperial
It's-
Armor books.
It's totally worth it just to read the story and have this cool thing on your shelf. It's got all this cool pictures and storylines, stuff like that. And background significance, you can paint your stuff better and all that cool stuff. I'm all about that.
It's a good product.
Oh yeah,
good
it is worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the money.
Thanks. All right, so each of these has 4 rocket launches, so I'll shoot this one at that rhino. I'm looking for 5s. Nothing. I'll shoot this other one there. Looking for 5s. 2. Strength 8. And that's 1 penetrating hit. The result is an explosion. So the explosion goes D6, 5 inches. So I guess Ren will just have to resolve that, I guess.
Yeah, I'll figure that out in a second.
Alright, Rhino explodes. 4 strength 3 hits on the Deathguard. I need 6s. 1 wound.
There's 1.
Demons. Nothing.
Nothing there. Then 2 guys here.
1.
1 here. Okay.
That was awesome. And then how many guys are inside?
It did get the greater unclean one too.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Alright, looking for a 6 there. Nothing. Okay, and how many guys inside the Rhino?
7 guys.
7?
7.
Okay. So he's got 1 save to make here, 1 save to make over there. Come on, 6s. Oh, nothing.
Okay. So this guy,
What up?
This guy right here.
He fails, looking for
Feel
feel
no
no pain on a 5 and
He's
makes
good.
it with a 6. Awesome.
And then 2 guys here. Or no, 1 guy there.
Okay, fantastic. Fails and feel no pain. Doesn't pick it up. So I picked up a Rhino and a 20 some odd point Deathguard Marine. Fantastic. Okay, moving around the side here. I've got the Killicans with Grotzukas. They're going to be firing into this terrain over here. The terrain really won't help because, meaning they have a 3-up armor save anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and place it right here. That'll be 3 guys on a hit. Ren, if you take the camera, be so kind.
Yes.
Okay, they have ballistic skill 2, so we reduce scatter by 2. Okay, so that's 4 inches. Now this is where your BTP quick measure comes in handy. It has 1-inch markers on the bottom. So you just put it the direction of the arrow, slide it across, and we see that that affects 2 guys. So I got 2 with my first shot. Here comes my next one. That's a hit, so that's 3, so we're up to 5. Another hit, that is 8 hits so far. 4th shot, same thing. In fact, pretty much the same direction, but maybe a little bit different. 4 inches. That's going to be nothing. So we have, what is it, 2 more? So, and we're to 8, so 2 inches, but reduces to nothing. So that's 11 hits. And 7 inches minus 2 ballistic skill is 5 inches this way. So we see that that ends up in nowhere land. So what was it? 11? 11 hits?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and pause. Alright, so the shrapnel from the Grotzukas just blows into these guys. It's strength 6, and they're toughness 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to need 3s. And that is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 wounding hits.
8 wounding.
Okay, go
Alright,
ahead.
so here's my armor sets.
11. Okay,
Alright,
feel
so
no pain.
2 guys so
He's doing the
far.
first 4. So
2,
1 guy is dead.
6 and a 1.
So
Yep.
4 down. Okay, what's next?
Alright, now I got 4 more dice.
Okay,
1
so
more.
one fail.
And feel no pain.
Makes it.
Makes it.
Awesome.
Alright, so
No, yeah, it was only 8.
Yep.
Okay, so I
We're
killed
good.
1 guy from all that.
1 guy.
And I have no complaints. I am just happy to be here. Okay, the Ludas, we got 14 Ludas. They're going to shoot at the same unit. Now, about half of them, if you take a look over here, if you don't mind, if you take a look at how this is angled, about half of them have a clear line, and about half of them go through these guys, which will give cover. But that won't matter because they'll get their 3-up armor save anyway. I was just saying, I was just pointing out that your own guys can get in the way and give your opponent cover. Last time I knew.
Yep.
So D3 shots times 14 guys. 1 shot, so that's only 14 shots. 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, strength 7 AP4, just like an auto cannon. So I'm looking for 2s to wound, and I have 14 wounding hits. Oh, that that's awesome. Rin's like, don't you need to roll to hit first? Awesome. Okay, that's actually 6 hits.
Yeah,
very high
good.
proportion.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I should really only be hitting with 4 or 5.
You need 2s?
Yeah, I need 2s. There we go. 5 wounding hits.
5 wounding
That's
hits.
awesome. Rin's like, hold on a second. They've got Luda
Alright,
tracking.
so I'm going to do these in volleys too because I have one guy
That's
that's
what they
different.
have.
So let's do that real fast. This is 1. Feel no pain. Made it.
Picks it up. What the heck?
And then here's another volley 2. That is cocked, so reroll it again. So it made the armor save. Here's Feel No Pain. Did not make it, so one guy died.
Yay.
And then one more, right?
Yep.
That's 5. Ah.
And Feel No Pain.
And then Feel No Pain. He's
Yep, he's toast.
Oh
2
no
guys.
no. That was that was on the Lord dude.
Okay,
He has
great.
reroll failed armor save.
Okay, so re-roll the armor save.
Well now that was the reroll.
Oh, okay, fine.
So that's a 4.
Fine, Ren.
He's good.
If that's how you want to twist reality.
Ren with his tricks.
That was reality.
I have no charges, so we're on to bottom of the first turn, Deathguard turn 1.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. What do we got?
Alright, sorry. So the explanation of what I've done so far. I've just been moving stuff with my difficult terrain. These guys got 6. The Plague Marines got 4. These guys got 3, 6 here. These guys just moved up. These Plague Bearers got a 6, and then the Great Unclean one got a 4.
Okay, but you have yet to move them, right?
I have yet to move the ones with the dice.
Okay, great. The great thing about the quick measure is that you can get a very exact movement because you can get it very close to the
Yes, you
very
can.
close to the board, and so it makes movement very precise. Also, while Ren's moving, let me talk about how to set up a commission with Blue Table. Basically, you contact our inquiries guys, explain what you'd like to have done. They can get back to you and maybe give you some additional ideas, and you get a quote and you pay half down. You can also break it up into smaller payments, and but once your deposit is in, we get it on the schedule, order your figures if needed, then do the assembly and painting, and then you get pictures, and then you pay the final part, and your models are shipped out to you for your final inspection. And it's a pretty straightforward process. We've been doing it 9 years. At this time, our current count is right around 6,500 projects completed, so we are definitely the reliable source for getting your models assembled and painted. If that's too much for you, check our web store for painted armies that are just ready to go, like these that we have here, and that is really a way to get your immediate gratification. Alright, so we got Ren, he's getting ready to shoot. Okay, yikes is all I have to say here. I have no idea how I'm going to handle that. I'm hoping the Ludas will just do something about it, but I don't know. I don't know what can even hurt him, because he's swooping.
No, he's gliding right now.
He's gliding, so he can charge right on in.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he's going to take those boys. Does he have the black mace and all that? Okay. Groan.
I had to take
All right. Yeah, I don't even know how to deal with that.
So let's start on this side. I'm going to do my
Okay,
plasma guns
sounds good.
first. A measure I am within 12 of both plasma guns.
Okay,
I'm shooting
sounds
the
good.
truck. So let's roll those real fast. 4 hits.
Wow, that is 4 hits.
And then the strength 7
Okay.
and
11 is the armor on that. Well, hold on. Let me just check here. How can I not know this? It's 10. 10 all around.
10.
3 whole points for some reason.
Okay, so that's 3 pens right there.
Okay, well,
So-
roll them up. Actually, hold on. Okay, damage table. Let's
All right,
roll it.
damage table.
Oh, not explodes at all.
It's just
Yowza.
wrecked.
It's just wrecked
it's
from the
open
things.
stops.
Okay, so
Right.
roll on the ramshackle table.
Ramshackle table.
Is 3, so we check that. Kareen, 3d6 far as possible in a random direction. Okay, here we go. So here's the truck. Okay, 7 inches that way.
So, yeah,
Crunch.
it's good.
Thank you. All right, and then apply the kaboom result above.
Then it explodes.
D6 in. Okay, here it comes.
All right, so
11 strength 3 hits, so looking for 5s. Just one.
Just one.
Awesome. 6 to save. Okay, one boy dies. And so this goes away, and I disembark them. Now this is significant because normally if it explodes, you can just put them in the footprint of the vehicle. But since it's a kaboom effect, you actually disembark them, and that's going to be slightly better for me. Okay, so I disembarked my guys 6 inches into the rubble here. I'm going to try and charge those guys next turn. However, I do need to take a pinning test, and since I don't have 11 or more orcs, which would make me fearless, I do it on a 10. And I fail on an 11! That's not right!
That's awful.
Alright, so, alright, go ahead.
All right,
so you're doing some psychic tests too.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Rin and I are concerned about
cast,
order of things.
Iron Arm.
Let's
on
do
the,
it. Iron Arm on the
Great
Demon
Unclean
Prince.
one.
Oh, Great Unclean One.
So
He
it
loves
goes
it
off.
with a 6.
So that gives him D3 Strength and Toughness.
Alright, that's fantastic.
So +2 Strength and Toughness. So that'll make him Toughness 9.
Awesome. Alright,
And then
let's do it. Do you have any other shooting? All you can do is shoot my little truck.
That's
That's all you have. That's all it is.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys see any of this terrain that you like, boy, let us know because we can reproduce any of this.
I'm going to cast Enfeeble on this Orc unit here.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so they have
Well, I don't like that. -1.
-1 Strength and Toughness.
Oh,
And treats all
oh, that's
terrain
so bad.
as difficult terrain.
Oh, that's so bad. Who cast that?
He did.
All right, 24-inch range
Yep,
then?
24 inches.
All right, there you go.
That's 24.
Guy, those orcs do not love it. They're like, wog?
Well, that's going to synergize really well with the Black Mace.
Oh, groan.
Yeah, I got really lucky on like,
All right.
just my before game rolls. This
Yeah.
time.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to see what happens. I'll be like, a Demon Prince, how bad could it be? I don't think it can be that bad. I think a Demon Prince with Black Mace, that doesn't sound bad at all.
Alright, so that's my shooting phase. Now I'm going to go to the assault phase. The part everyone likes. Alright, he's going to charge there.
9 inches,
Yeah,
plenty.
he's good.
All right, I'm initiative 2.
I want some range out here.
Except the knob with Power Claw that's in here somewhere.
I rolled double 6s. I could charge those guys too. I'm gonna try it. Why not? Sounds like fun. Yeah! Okay, no. Alright, so here's Demon Prince attacks. And he used his jump hack to move, so there's no hammer or wrath, so don't need to worry about that. Here we go. Those are all hits.
5
And
hits.
here's a wound. I need 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to take 5 toughness tests.
Okay.
Alright, so we got the Black Mace, which is it's like a strength weapon with AP 4. But it's AP 2 because he's a Demon Prince. So, if a model suffers an unsaved wound from the Black Mace, you must immediately take a toughness test. If the test is failed, remove the model as a casualty with no saves of any kind allowed. In addition, at the end of a phase in which the Black Mace caused 1 or more unsaved wounds, all non-vehicle enemy models within 3 inches of the bearer, which haven't suffered an unsaved wound from the Black Mace, must take a toughness test. Any models that fail the test suffer a wound with no saves of any kind allowed.
All right. So that's bad. And here's why. So 5 guys just die. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So now we have we have an initiative step pile in, which is only 3 inches. So the bad thing here is that I won't even get all my attacks on this guy because my guys are so scattered. A lot of them are not going to be within 2 inches of a model that's already in base contact. See, I'm already starting to lose traction. Now these bases at 25 millimeters, they're about an inch apart. So actually, in a way, this may save a lot of my guys because they're not going to be within 3 inches at the end of the phase. Of course, I think you do make a second 3-inch pile in before the end of the phase. Can you actually look up the melee phase and find out what the deal with that is? Alright, I've got 10 boys attacking plus the knob with Power Fist. Let's hope I can do this guy in. So I'm going to take him in volleys. I need 4s to hit, so we'll just do hits. Alright, 3 hits, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. This is not awesome. 7 hits, 8 hits, 9 hits, 10 hits. What is that? That is so bad. Okay, 10 hits. Well, that'll make it easy to.
You are -1 strength too.
Yeah, I need 6s anyway, right? Because I'm only strength 3 normally. I'm strength 2.
Toughness.
Okay,
Yeah,
so looking for 6s. Okay, 1 wounding hit.
1 wounding hit. All right, I have a 3+ armor set, so I'm gonna roll this dice.
All right.
I took a wound.
Okay, awesome.
Oh no.
So we got the knob, and he needs 4s to hit. 1. Oh, this is so not good.
Strength 6.
Yeah, it's all okay. So
Or no.
1 wounding hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, you needed
Invul?
So
What's
you
your
go.
toughness?
No,
It's
yeah,
not
it is
7.
6. It is 6. Okay. So. Okay, take 1 more wound.
All right, so 2 wounds.
Yep.
Awesome. Very well. I'll take it. And he has 4 wounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's the fun part. I get to pile in 3 more inches. Gather round, boys. So, just pile right on in. Isn't that lovely? That I get to get really all bunched up and then take the black mace to the face.
Black mace.
Yeah, this is so ridiculous. The black mace is ridiculous.
Yeah, it
but
is
it
really
does
good.
it does prevent those characters from being swarmed by little guys and just killed hideously. So now my toughness has been reduced from 4 to 3. So now what we do is we grab our awesome BTP quick measure.
They're both right here.
Okay. So
Hand off the measure.
by the way, it seems like we're always plugging them. Ooh, BTP thing. But these are actually awesome. I love these things. They're so great. We made them for Adepticon, and they're just the coolest looking ones that I've seen. Okay, so 3 inches. All right, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 guys.
So
have to
15
take-
toughness tests.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, I'm shaking. Wow.
And, all right, I'm missing 1. I need to re-roll 1 because I have 14 here. So I need 3s or less to pass. Oh, now I'm rolling high. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 guys die. All right, and that is closest. So oddly, because that was after the pile-in, does that disengage that combat now? Isn't that weird?
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you would have had 1 guy in anyways.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
1
true.
guy in close combat.
That's true, but it is an interesting question for the sages.
Yeah,
So
that
people
is.
Chime right on in if you have an opinion regarding this matter, because I would be interested to know. All right, that concludes turn. Oh no, wait a minute. I don't need to take a test because they're still fearless.
Yep. Correct.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay,
All right,
good.
so it'll be Ork's turn now.
Yep. All right, folks, Ren and I are going to call it quits for the week. We will be finishing this game this coming week, and we're certainly looking forward to it. I love the Orks. I love this little studio army we got going, and but do look for it on the web store because it could be yours.